And here is one of the reasons why no one trusts the US. Because the United States is never a partner. It's always playing the class monitor. It wants to dictate, not participate. It wants to decide how the West should respond, how NATO should respond, who should be doing what. Look at what happened with Poland. It wanted to give its entire fleet of fighter jets to Ukraine free of charge. Poland was offering 28 MiG-29 fighters. This was their plan. Poland transfers them to the US, and then the US gives them to Ukrainian pilots. Why go through America? Why not give it directly to Ukraine? Two reasons. One, Poland wants America to help with the transfer and logistics. And two, this is not a donation. Poland does want something in return, a fleet of American F-16s. And this offer was officially announced. Then America shot it down, and the Polish Prime Minister had to make an embarrassing retreat.
We were always emphasizing that Poland is not party to this war, and NATO is not party to this war. This is why any decisions of delivering offensive weapon has to be taken by the entire NATO on a unanimous basis. And this is why we are ready to give all of our fleet of jet fighters to Ramstein, but we are not ready to make any moves on our own because, as I said, we are not party to this war.
The US was actively negotiating with Poland for this transfer. Then why did they bomb it? Why does the United States not want Ukraine to have fighter jets? The Pentagon says the proposal had some quote-unquote logistical problems. In fact, let me quote from the official statement for you. We will continue to consult with Poland and our other NATO allies about this issue and the difficult logistical challenges it presents, but we do not believe Poland's proposal is a tenable one. The White House said the same thing.
This is Poland's sovereign decision to make. We've in no way opposed Poland transferring planes to Ukraine. But to go to the source of your question here, I think, Cecilia, there are a number of challenging practical questions, including how the planes would actually be transferred from Poland to Ukraine, right? So are they going to fly? Where will they depart from? Where will they land? Those are all very important questions here.
What does that mean? The US says Poland can transfer the jets if it wants to, but it should not expect the US to help. President Zelensky of Ukraine is furious. Listen to what he said.
There is an official decision by Poland to hand over the planes to the relevant base, the American base. We also have confirmation. We have all heard, we have read it in the media, that there is an agreement between the American side and Poland, that it has been reached. But at the same time, we hear that Poland's proposal appears to be unreasonable. And this is what they say in Washington. We have read and seen this too. So when will there be a decision?
The fact is, Ukraine needs air power if it wants to win this battle or have a fighting chance, more like. America knows that, but it won't give Ukraine fighter jets because it does not want to engage with the Russian Air Force in any way. Russia would see a NATO transfer of jets to Ukraine as a serious escalation, as a direct confrontation between Russia and NATO. Washington does not want that. NATO members like Poland do want to fight. Warsaw was willing to send its jets to the Ramstein air base in Germany. This is an American air base. It is designed to contribute to NATO missions. Poland called on other NATO nations to use their inventory too. Slovakia, for one, is willing to answer Poland's call. It is also considering a possible transfer of jets. But what is holding them back? Lack of consensus and the reluctance of major powers like the US. Recently, a Polish diplomat exposed the divisions within NATO. Allow me to tell you what he said. We can act on behalf of NATO, but we need support in doing so. And not every Western country feels safe or comfortable with that. What we would really like to avoid is providing jets to Ukraine and then being left alone because it was our call. These differences could become deeper in the coming days. French President Emmanuel Macron is about to host European leaders for talks. And he's expected to make another pitch for a European army. It's pet project. He wants a European army. Ahead of these talks, Macron said, and I quote, "Our European defense needs to enter a new phase. We can no longer depend on others." Read that, as we can no longer depend on the US. Macron made no effort to hide his intentions. He is sending this message to the United States, the power that is holding back the delivery of fighter jets to Ukraine. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.